I'm a double feature, you bitch.
Okay.
You ever seen Jackass #2 and Jackass 2.5 back to back, single sitting?
No.
Full on jackassery?
No.
That doesn't surprise me. But I still need to correct it.
Okay.
It's important to me that you know I do understand the assignment.
The assignment of showing me a film I haven't seen?
Yeah, but also that's like 80% of the assignment, but 20% of the assignment is still, and don't be a dick about it. Like, show something of quality, show something of class, and show the other guy better movies than he's showing you. However,
well, I think it was the assignment was strictly something the other person hasn't seen that you've seen.
right.
Those other
But then we added
qualifiers.
stakes.
There were the stakes put self-imposed regulations and parameters probably with on our choices,
Right?
Because we want good marks,
Yeah.
high scores,
Yeah. But then I was like,
not necessarily.
I don't know. I feel like I just woke up in a cold sweat one night, like 4 a.m. And I was like, I watched so much goddamn Bruce Campbell. That now I'm like, I don't know if it's me getting even. I don't know if it's me feeling like I'm afforded the ability to show you shit
You have some
that I know
leeway.
you won't like. But here we are.
Especially now that you know I'm probably not going to like it.
I don't know, man. Hey, like, if you score this one as poorly as you scored the first one, I'm calling bullshit, because there was significant out loudage on your part. Hello and welcome to the Movie Men podcast.
Yes. I don't know what to say now. Like, normally there was like, it's like with you and
Well,
Pete.
you could start-
with you and Pete, you're like, I'm with the Movie Man podcast. And then Pete does the introductions.
Yeah.
And then with me, it used to be like, I had like a thing. I said, we are the Movie.
So kick off the introductions.
No, we don't.
Introduce yourself first. Be like, hi, I'm Carl.
Oh. Or we normally introduce each other, though.
Oh, we don't have to. Hi, I'm Carl.
Hi, I'm Brady.
It's not actually the case. That's Carl.
That's Brady.
And there's a new Jackass movie coming out this summer. And as such, I thought it was time to get Carl up to speed
Yeah.
on
Brady
Johnny Knoxville and the
is,
gang.
if nothing else, a compulsive completionist.
Yeah, but and you know what? People keep saying that about this, but I don't I don't see this as being a completionist. I just see this as like, there's a new one coming out. Let's watch the series. Like that's not
okay.
like
Okay, but this isn't like an ongoing story like the MCU, where if you don't watch all of them, you miss out.
Oh, I disagree.
This is
Well, I disagree, because if we go to when we go, not if, when you and I go to see the new one in theaters, if we didn't do all this homework, you're going to be sitting down there and 2 minutes in, you're going to go, why is that guy limping already? What is that? Is that from like a previous, like, how many times has he broken his leg? I don't know.
yeah. I don't see that. You could go in completely blind and be like, "Oh, this is a thing." Okay.
Yeah. Anyways, So here we are. Initial impressions?
You go first, sir.
Okay, so I mean, obviously, so we are doing, we're sort of lumping them together. So moving forward, we won't lump them together. Jackass 3 and Jackass 3.5 will both get their own videos. Jackass 4 and Jackass 4.5 will both get their own videos. That's because each of those are 90 minutes. They're an hour and a half. They're full feature length.
So much Jackass.
In this case, Jackass 2 was an hour and a half-ish, and Jackass 2.5 was only an hour. And I'm like, well, we're not going to do an episode. I'm not going to waste a week on a 60-minute thing. Mm-hmm. It's basically a episode of modern television. It's like, just didn't feel right. So we are lumping these two together. This is a review of Jackass 2 and Jackass 2.5. Better than the first, which is consistent with what I had said going into this. And when we reviewed the first one, I said, I think the first one's the worst one.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So it just stands to reason that the second one is obviously better. I do think this one's better. There's a number of, we'll call them skits or segments that the Jackass skits that don't work for me are the ones that are like bowel movement based, or vomit based, or drinking of horse semen based, like the gross kind of frat boy crap.
It's more shock value than anything.
And so that those are by far my least favorite bits. Mm-hmm. And I do feel like there's more of those this time around. I feel like they sort of take that to a little bit more of an extreme than they did last time. However, the other bits, which are the let's do a stunt, or something that's just gonna hurt, I feel like those have also really upped their game this time around in a way that ultimately makes this better than the first one, even though there is the inclusion of more of those bits that don't really do it for me.
Right.
On the Jackass 2.5 side of it, I mean, fun to get a couple extra bits. As far as the bits in 2.5 go, there's not a lot of gold there. They definitely feel like, for the most part, kind of the obvious deleted scenes.
They're on the cutting room floor for a reason. The little interview segments are kind of fun and insightful and give you a little bit of an insight to not just like what life was like on the set, but also just like the creation process, right? How we come up with ideas and how sometimes we have to try ideas over and over and over until it works, right? So I think that's kind of fun. I do think moving forward, like Jackass 3.5 and 4.5, there are many cutting room floor clips in those where I'm like, oh, I would have replaced segments in the main film to put this in. Like, why was this not included? But anyways, that's neither here nor there. That's a comment for a future film. What's your initial impression of the Jackass number 2 and 2.5 combination? I'll start by saying my jaw hurts from clenching my teeth.
Trying to hold back laughter?
No, from being like, oh, or like just like either through disgust or just like being uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Watching this film.
Yeah.
Not like
not in any kind of positive way. No. But I would mirror some of what you were saying in that, the production quality on the actual kind of stunts were better and more thought out.
They clearly have a little bit more of a budget.
The whole film itself felt like a higher production value.
Yeah.
Which was cool. It was nice. Yeah.
Wow. There you have it. That's all I need in order to be able to edit together Carl's review. What'd you think of Jackass 2? It was nice.
One word.
Nice. Yeah, nice.
Yeah. Just wait till I score it.
So I mean, bastard. So I mean, you have notes there. So why don't we start with those?
I didn't end up taking as many.
Okay.
Because I felt like it is more of the same.
Yep.
And I feel like to go over a lot of what I said last time would be like beating a dead horse.
Yeah. So I mean, the cliff notes is this is not Carl's cup of tea. He doesn't like pranks almost ever, unless they're brief and harmless, and the prankee is more or less immediately
can have a good time
brought in on
well.
the joke. Yeah. That everyone's laughing in the end.
Just for laugh gags are great pranks, in my opinion. They do kind of do some of those in this, but
I'd be
because
so
they
curious.
don't do the bring it in part, it makes it harder to watch.
I'd be so curious how many, so going back to Just for Laughs gags, which I don't know if it's still on TV or not. But going back to the Just for Laughs gags days, yeah, I mean, each episode might consist of what, like 5 or 6
segments.
pranks.
Yeah.
And each prank would have 4 or 5 dupes, right? 4 or 5
or more. Yeah, 4 to 6.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'd be so curious how many they don't show.
If there could very well be people who don't laugh,
did
don't
not
enjoy
have
it.
fun.
Yeah.
Right.
But there's
and therefore didn't sign a release.
But a lot of their pranks are just like so fun and funny,
mostly
and,
harmless.
Like,
yeah.
The ones I can think of off the top of my head are actually kind of Star Wars related. Like there's one where a dude is running down kind of like a big, nice, not like a back alley, but like a side street, running down towards a pedestrian who just happens to be walking down the street, and he hands him a lightsaber and runs away. And then like a bunch of stormtroopers walk around the corner chasing him.
Right.
It's like, that's fun.
It's fun. I mean, I don't find it particularally funny.
It's not hilarious. It's just fun.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So what notes do you have?
Will we hit on the positive stuff? I don't
Sure.
have many negative things.
Oh, yeah. See, there you go. It was
Because,
nice.
well,
I don't have many negative things.
I don't have many negative things written down because I don't want
It's a lot of the same
beat
as
a dead
before.
horse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I figured when I was writing my notes, I made that conscious decision because it's just like, I'll just make notes of what I did like.
Right.
And then the rest was not enjoyable.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So I thought this time around, there was a lot of the banter kind of before or after some of, not all of, but some of the
They do a bit of a
stuff
bit.
were a lot funnier.
Yeah.
Especially early on.
Like, even if you're like, Bam taking a golden dildo up the butt, maybe that's not your cup of tea, but having Chris Pontius dressed up as a strong man and he says a couple things to the camera before he does it, adds some levity.
Whether scripted or improv, there was a little more comedic value in those moments, I think. So like I wrote down some of the things I thought were really fun. The lake jump stuff. Anytime they were at the lake, like launching people into the lake with rockets, I thought that stuff was really fun and kind of crazy.
Would you do it? Go on a bike.
Maybe some of them.
Because you're just going to let go of the bike.
Not the massive rocket. That thing was obviously extremely dangerous. Like a rocket flew out the side.
So they don't talk about it so much in this, but in interviews, like they do show the one that came out the side, like the steel bar that came out the side and almost, could have killed Knoxville. Yeah. But also in that explosion, there was like 2 crew members or like a camera guy or something that were standing like 2 feet apart, and at head level, another one of those rods like split the difference between them. It was sketch.
I liked all that stuff. I thought the fire hose looked fun.
Would you do the fire hose?
Oh man,
he gets busted pretty good.
Yeah, he falls they have it up pretty high when he's doing it too. So, but like it'd be kind of a fun ride.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's very mechanical bull adjacent.
Yeah, I thought the opening was more interesting than the first one.
The bowls instead of the shopping cart. Yeah.
The bungee jump thing I thought was great, but that was in the 0.5, I think, wasn't it?
No, that was in the main one.
The main one? Yeah, that one was
where Wee Man jumps off and it just like pulls.
I thought that was great. And then that was pretty much it.
Really?
Yeah.
You know, like the mini loop.
The mini. Oh, that was kind of fun. But anything that's kind of skill based is always kind of entertaining because it falls more into the fail army kind of side of things, like when they were skateboarding through the swinging, whatever they call it.
There's like sandbags on ropes. Yeah,
that was kind of goofy and fun, and especially when the guy blindfolded is the only one that makes it through.
Yeah. What about the bull teeter totter? Sort of skill based.
That was all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they did I wrote the tire race.
Yeah.
I have done something like that.
Yeah. In a barrel?
In a barrel. So have I told you this story?
No, do tell.
When I was a kid, there was like a metal barrel kicking around my parents' place.
Yeah.
That me and my brothers used for different weird, like forts and stuff like that. And we have a fairly big hill in our backyard.
Yep.
And we thought it'd be a great idea to get in. Yep. I want to roll down the hill in this thing.
And you drew the short straw?
No, I volunteered.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah, that'd be fun. And it was not fun. There wasn't even any padding in there, and it's a big hill. Like it's probably as big as the one they rolled down.
Pretty close. Yeah. That's one that for sure, while looking at it, I'm like,
yeah, it's not fun.
Because the thing for me is, and this is true for many of the stunts they do, but specifically this one, all I could think of was you don't get to get out when you want, like you're going and it stops when it stops.
It's done. Yeah.
And then
it's kind of like the bed of nails thing, right?
Well,
like,
and
he's stuck there
until someone helps him off.
Somebody takes the snakes off.
But I think it was also with the tire thing. It was more so the notion that when it is done, it might not be easy to get. Like you might need someone to help you get out of it. That would
especially with the tires.
That would freak me out.
I was able to crawl out of the barrel by myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So they were like, I did laugh. I probably laughed a little bit more in this one than the first one.
Oh, you definitely did. Like right from out of the gate, I was like, oh shit, is this going to be okay this time? Like,
I did notice myself laughing less as the film went on. Like the film,
I did notice that too.
The film degrades in the kind of comedic quality for me.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And the 2.5 doesn't help it.
No, there's a couple of good bits
Yeah.
in the 2.5, but the 2.5 for the
like
most
you said,
part,
it's definitely supposed to be on
Yeah.
the cutting room floor.
yeah, it didn't add a ton of value.
The only thing that kind of remedies all the bits in 2.5 are the commentaries,
Yeah.
because they give you like the gorilla. What was it? Monster and the Princess or whatever.
Yeah, the King Kong. It's basically a King Kong.
Like, that's not that great of a bit.
No.
And there's a reason it wasn't in there. But hearing the story behind the bit gives it something more. And you're like, oh, okay. This is okay. Yeah.
Yeah. What is your thought? So I agree. I agree that the first third of this film is the best part of it.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's, I don't know why that is.
Eating crap, crapping on things,
Yeah.
peeing on things, drinking cum.
I mean, I think the piss in a water gun thing is pretty harmless. Like, you know, among that group, that's a pretty harmless and funny thing for them to be doing. What is your thought on, I think it's my favorite segment of the film, not just because of what it is, but just how it all plays out. The riot control thing. So it's like it's got like
My thoughts.
300
This is
balls in it, hard rubber balls.
This is like, for me, this is like replaying Johnny Knoxville getting shot with a gun that's loaded with
the beanbag.
beanbag ammunition.
Yeah.
It's like, this is, you're playing with literal fire.
I mean, in this case,
and
this definitely seemed far less lethal than the beanbag thing. The beanbag thing was a real, like...
Yeah. Well, both of them are built and labeled less lethal or non-lethal, whichever one you want.
So the beanbag one was they said was considered less lethal. This one they didn't say.
Yeah. But it's gonna fall into some kind of camp like that either way.
Yeah.
Right. It's not both of them are not designed to kill. They're designed to
slow you down,
maim or slow down. But maiming is still bad.
Yeah.
Right. Like.
But I mean, they were essentially just like really shitty paintballs.
They were wearing they would be like more dangerous paintballs because they don't.
That's what I mean.
Oh, you mean
really shitty paintballs. Shitty in like a way that
dangerous,
you wouldn't. Yeah,
dangerous shitty.
They're like frozen paintballs.
Yeah. The worst of frozen paintballs. Yeah, like they're wearing some protection, like face masks, and but like, oh man, it's I don't like it makes me, as somebody who grew up around firearms and has used firearms many times, I have a deep respect for the gun safety. And
there's a long way between this and a loaded firearm.
Yes and no. Like we've played paintball together,
right?
And I treat paintball guns like firearms.
Yeah, I mean,
like,
we were both that way. Like, if you don't have if anyone in the vicinity does not have a mask on,
you have a barrel bag on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or at the very least, your hopper's empty and your gun's pointed down.
Yeah.
And
so it's.
But that's just because we didn't want to blind someone. We didn't think we were going to kill anyone.
No, but it's a mindset of safety, and they're
for sure.
They're professionals. Like some of these guys aren't professionals.
Well,
they're just idiots that are willing to go along with it.
But it doesn't matter
because there are professionals guiding them to be safe.
But I mean,
it's just, it makes me uncomfortable because this is a weapon. This is an actual weapon designed to stop people in their tracks.
Yes.
And they're playing with it like it's a toy.
But again, the difference is like I would still maintain that huge difference. Similarities for sure, and should both be treated with respect and safety concerns. But still, huge difference between like a 12 gauge or a 9mm or a whatever than
Yes,
the riot gun.
but it's still a weapon.
Still a
and
weapon.
It's still not a toy.
But one is designed to kill things,
Yeah.
and the other is not.
Yes,
Right. So
But there's still
big difference.
It's just
I like these.
Yeah.
I like that segment because that is a segment where you see the little loop-de-loop thing that they do,
yeah.
right? And it's fun. It makes for some great like Fail Army style footage. And they've got a helmet on, but it just takes coming down on a neck the wrong way, and someone's paralyzed for life or they're dead.
Yep.
Even the water thing, you can hit water in some real bad ways. And there's a number of things like that in this, where it's like, oh, it doesn't seem so bad until you it doesn't seem so bad only because no one got that hurt. It could have been horrific. The reason I like and I agree that the shotgun beanbag thing from the first film falls in that category. Could have been real bad. They were taking safety precautions as best they could, but could have been real bad. The riot control one in this one, I see as much more, it's going to suck. And it's going to hurt real bad. And is probably not something you should just be excited to go out and do. I think it is one of the least, maybe not the least, I don't want to make that bold statement, but out of the painful things that are done in this film, it's one of the least risky, least lethal segments. And that's why I think that's one of the reasons why I like it, is because it tenses you up because holy shit, that's gotta hurt. But it doesn't freak me out in the same way as the ones where it all you have to do is fall funny and this is all over and it's not fun anymore. It's not funny anymore. This, they knew it was going to suck. They knew they were going to end up with welts. It wasn't going to kill them. It just wasn't. It was not going to kill them. And so that's one of the reasons why I like that one so much. I also, while thinking about it, I don't want to do that. I don't want to have that done. The riot control thing.
Well, they do a test fire and everybody's like, no. And Johnny Knoxville's got to go around and like convince them.
Yeah.
Oh, it's only noise.
Yeah, it's
just loud.
It's just loud. It's gonna hurt real bad, but it's just loud.
It's like,
which is funny. It's a really funny, but
that's kind of like the part that I'm saying, like, I don't think this is fun. Like, this is a weapon, and Johnny Knoxville's just like, it's just noise. It's like, no, it's not. This is designed to stop people in their tracks.
But I mean, where does
it's gonna more than just hurt. Like, they're literally laying on the ground crippled over.
Yeah, but because it hurts.
Yeah.
It still just hurts. It hurts real bad, but it still just hurts. It's not going to cause any life-altering damage to you the way that other stunts in this could have. But yeah, as much as I don't want to do it, there's a part of me that wishes I would do it or could do it, just because I think I think one of the things that was great about us being so into paintball when we were was that getting hit by a paintball, depending on where you get hit and what kind of protection you're wearing, can suck real bad. And it is a level of suck that you don't otherwise encounter in your regular day-to-day life. You are voluntarily signing yourself up for pain.
It stings enough to make you not want to get shot.
It stings, yeah, it stings enough that it's not
enough to deter you from wanting to play.
Right. And I think in that, signing yourself up voluntarily to endure that level of pain, and then being able to realize in a matter of days or in a week, these welts heal. Mm-hmm. And the pain is temporary.
If you got any to begin with.
And the pain is temporary, and it almost increases. Like, paintballs they always hurt, but they start to hurt less on your 12th time playing paintball than they did your first time playing paintball.
Yeah. Part of that is learning how to dress. Like, I always hate getting shot in the knuckles.
Yeah.
So I would wear gloves.
Part of it is that, but I do also think it affects your pain tolerance, right?
Oh,
like
yeah.
You
There's that too.
And so there's a part of me,
the adrenaline's flowing, and it helps. And,
so there's a part of me that's like, yeah, I don't want to get hit with that thing, that riot control thing. However, I would love to be able to sit here and say I did that a year ago. And part of it might be bragging rights, but I think a very small part of it is bragging rights. Part of it is, most of it is me going, I feel like there's a perspective that you can gain from that level of pain. That I would find fascinating, right? There's that like, okay, that is the most painful thing I have ever endured in my life. That's more pain than I realized I could feel. 2 days later, that pain had pretty much subsided. A week and a half later, those welts had healed. Mm-hmm. And so I think there's like, it sounds weird to say that I feel like, a person could really grow from getting hit with a riot control gun, but I do think you
think twice about storming an embassy.
Well, for sure, but you should probably be thinking twice about that to begin with. But
unless you're Jason Bourne,
am I speaking any level of? Again, with the big caveat of, I don't want to do it.
I will say I understand what you're saying, but I do not follow that mindset.
You don't? In what way?
I don't ever want to get hit by this thing.
Neither do I. That's what I said.
No, like ever. You're like, because you're saying like there is a potential situation where you would.
No, what I'm saying is, what I said was, I wish it had happened a year ago, right? I wish it upon past me so that present me is better for
it.
Well, no, not even the brag. Again, that's a small, but is better for it.
Live by the experience.
Has that perspective.
Yeah, see, past me doesn't even want that. I don't think. I don't even want my past self to. No.
To be like, man, like
paintball? Sure. All day. Any day. That? No. I do have a fairly high pain tolerance.
Yeah.
But I do not like feeling pain.
Well, that's not true. Some people like feeling pain.
There are some people, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm as far from a masochist as you can get.
Yeah, your baby. There's another part of me, like, and I would not consider myself a masochist. I would consider myself someone who is perpetually curious. And because, I've thought about, again, obviously, I don't ever want to get shot in the arm. If I were going to get shot somewhere, I would want it to be in the arm. like with a 9mm or whatever, like a bullet.
Yeah.
If I were ever to get shot, I feel like the arm is a good place. Like
It's a fleshy bit.
you would kind of hope for the arm. You're not gonna. You have no major crucial organs. They're gonna be able to get the bullet out and stitch you back together, and
there is an artery there, but it's kind of small.
Yeah, but you'll have a gnarly scar, and you'll go about life. Right? Your arm will be in a sling for a couple weeks, whatever. There's a part of me that's always been like, I think it would really be something, a perspective thing. Not necessarily a perspective that I need, that I think anyone needs, but I do think it would be horrible, but also fascinating to know, or there's a part of me that's curious to know, what does getting shot feel like? Because we just don't have a frame of reference. We see what we see in movies, and if you could take 8 movies... You could take 8 movies and put them side by side and watch 8 movies back to back, and each movie's got someone who gets shot in it. And at the end of the 8 movies, you're like, I don't feel like I have a definitive answer because everyone took these bullets wildly differently.
You saying this, and the thing that comes to mind is in the last episode of Firefly, their ship gets boarded secretly by a mercenary, and one of the first people he kind of knocks out without anybody knowing is the doctor. And he has this conversation with the doctor in private where he's like, he says something to the effect of, shrinks have to have somebody psychosis them or shrink go through sessions before they can be a doctor. But surgeons don't get cut on.
Right.
How's that right?
I mean, but at least in Canada, and my understanding is also in the United States, cops get pepper sprayed.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, and the military gets gassed and
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
So I mean, it's not too dissimilar.
No.
Right?
No. Yeah.
I don't want to get pepper sprayed, but I would love to at some point have been pepper sprayed.
Especially if it's something you're going to be utilizing as a tool for
I'm
your
going
job.
to do this to others.
Yeah.
I've been tased. That sucks.
Knowing the level of force that you're about
Not
to
by
use.
the cops. I've tased by a friend. Or so I thought. We're not friends anymore. Not because of
Not because he tased you.
of that. Well, no, it's just like an ex-girlfriend's brother. Yeah. Those bonds.
Yeah, they don't last.
No. No.
Anyway.
I'm so fascinated by, again, still, like, I am fascinated by the culture and the mindset that they're able to get themselves into to do this.
Yeah, it's wild.
I'm not going to claim it's healthy.
No,
but it is fascinating.
There's definitely like a masochistic mindset here. Like was the bed of nails in the 2.5? Yeah, like that whole thing. Like that guy was just like dead against it. And then all of a sudden he's doing it.
And I don't know if that was someone talked him into it. Like
the King Kong thing too. Like he's terrified of height.
But did you catch
the first couple shots? When he's up there, he's like he's visibly shaking,
but
rapidly.
Did you catch though that King Kong thing? Yes, he was terrified. It was his idea. He's the one that pitched that bit. Yeah, it was his idea. Right? So that's the, like, yeah. I do like that about this. I think it's the thing that a lot of people like is, and the reason why these movies are successful is because there is something appealing and infectious, not about the idea of these things necessarily happening to you or you doing those things, but I think many people are in awe of and admire their chutzpah.
There's an admiration there to what they're doing. The courage it takes to kind of put yourself through that.
Yeah.
If you want to call it courage, which, some might call it insanity.
But do you know what I mean? I think it's a lot of I think it's a lot of people living vicariously through these films.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of those, well, what would happen if you
some sort of adventure or thrill and
it's kind of like a, well, the Jackass guys did these things so that I don't have to.
Daydreaming about running with bulls and never wanting to do it.
But these guys will do it and I'll watch it.
Wonder what it'd feel like to get run over by a bull.
Yeah. All right, sir, are you ready to rank this?
Yes.
Okay. I'll get you to record. I don't have a device on me, so I'll get you to record our scores here. Can you remind me what we gave the last one?
You gave the first Jackass a 6.8, and I gave it a 2.
A 6.8. Man, that feels high.
I was thinking about that for mine, too.
That a 2 felt high? Oh, dear. I'm going to give this one... I'm going to give it a 7.2.
7.2. Holy crap.
I think it's definitely an improvement over the first one.
Okay.
And it's yeah. I feel like, and again, this is not the best one, but I feel like in this you get to see that they're really coming into they're
finding a niche.
They're figuring out the format.
Not even a niche. They're figuring out how to make this
more entertaining.
An excellent. They're taking it from a garage band to a stage band to a stadium.
Yeah, I mean,
band.
And Jackass 3 is, which I'm so excited to show you, that's the stadium tour.
Mm-hmm.
It is the, because Jackass 3 has the introduction of much bigger budget, like 4K cameras. Like it's well, and it does. It just feels color graded. Whereas this one, much like the first one, still feels very Sony Handycam, right? Still feels very home footage type thing. The third one doesn't feel like home footage, and they're using high speed phantom. Like they got their hands on.
They got the high speed cameras,
like the slow mo guys' cameras. So when a guy takes a hit to the guy gets slapped in the face, we get to watch that back real slow, right? Mm-hmm. And it adds a ton of comedy to it. Yeah, very good, the third one.
Okay.
Fourth one's great. I would say the fourth one's the second best one. But the third one, I think, is still my favorite.
Cool.
What... Again, please recognize that you like it. You clearly think it's better than the first one, and score this thing in a vacuum. Score it for what it is. Don't be like, well,
the vacuum includes the first one.
Don't be like, I'm comparing this to the Christmas Chronicles.
No, I'm comparing it. The vacuum is this one right now is this one,
right,
and the first one.
But don't be like, compared to Empire.
No, I'm not comparing it to Star Wars.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. but
What
I am
score
going
would you
to
give it?
score it based on the entertainment value it gave me, which unfortunately was minimal. And it hurt my jaw, literally.
That's you. No, you can't blame the movie for that. That's you.
That's
Unclench. Have control over your own body.
No.
Yes.
That is the visceral reaction watching, especially mostly the last half of this film gave me.
Right. But
like I'm watching this, guys crapping on things and peeing on things and eating crap and all this stuff. And my body goes,
but that's your body, right?
But that's my viewing experience. Like, if a movie makes you cry,
but crying,
and that is the intention of the film,
but crying is different than clenching your teeth.
How?
Because
that's an emotional reaction the film is giving you. Me clenching my teeth is an emotional reaction that the film is giving me.
Yeah, but you can also concentrate on not clenching your teeth when you're stressed, and you'll be able to achieve that and still be stressed.
You could focus on not shedding tears.
Right. No, okay, hang on. And so you could focus on not clenching your teeth while you're stressed and still be stressed. You're just maybe manifesting that differently. Forcing yourself not to cry in a situation, I feel like falls far more into the suppressing an emotion versus, do you know what I mean? Crying is an involuntary thing that we all do.
Me clenching my teeth was an involuntary thing. I wasn't voluntarily clenching my teeth watching this film.
But that's not a universal response to stress.
Right. I'm saying it's mine. And it was my viewing experience. And that's how we rate films.
All I'm saying is blaming this film for you having a sore jaw feels like if I was climbing a ladder with a chainsaw real high to like do some sketchy arborist shit, and you're on the ground stressed out and worried about it, and you start biting your fingernails to the point that your fingers are bleeding, and then I come back down and you blame me for your bloody fingers. That's not me. Screw you. Your fingers are bleeding because you bit them till they bled. Not me. I didn't bite them. Right. If I bite your fingers, then sure.
That's an apples and oranges comparison. We're talking about watching a film versus watching a friend do something dangerous that you're not trained to do. If you were trained to do it, I probably would be less worried about it.
How do you know? The arborist
you're
training.
You're a trained arborist?
I didn't say I'm a trained arborist, but I have had arborist training.
Anyway, even if I'm not clenching my jaw,
yes,
I'm still not enjoying those moments.
Right.
It is a visceral reaction to something I am not enjoying.
You know, I'm just busting your chops, right?
I don't care. The film sucked. It started.
You spent a lot of time laughing to call it a sucky film.
It started good.
Yes.
And it got bad.
For like 25 minutes was good.
For maybe a third of it.
Yeah.
Right? It had higher value. I think I did enjoy more of it than the first one, but it was still, the overall experience was not enjoyable.
Okay.
I will give it a 2.5.
You're only going up 0.5.
Yeah.
Wow. That seems, I mean, it's fine. It's your score and it's your score to give. I really thought I'd get at least a 3.
I was thinking about giving it, compared to the first one, a point or two more until it started getting bad.
So question.
And then it started going downhill fast. And I was just like, I'm not enjoying any of this.
If all we were ranking was the first half hour, what score do you think it would have gotten?
Oh, probably a 4.
Wow. Okay. All right.
So something to look forward to in the next couple films, potentially.
Yeah, I mean, I truly believe Jackass 3 will get at least a 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
We'll
that
see.
confident.
We'll see.
I'm that confident. What'd you watch?
I finished Wonder Man.
Yeah?
Yeah,
And?
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's so
I mean,
good.
we talked about this already a little bit.
Last week.
Like, I think it's one of the best film TV shows they've done.
Yeah.
I was thinking about our discussion. WandaVision is, because you were shocked that I thought it was better than WandaVision.
Yeah.
WandaVision is a very different type of TV show too.
Well,
Like it's
sure.
No, I mean like it leans into the superhero aspects a lot more, like the traditional MCU. Like this show doesn't even really feel like an MCU film
no.
or show. It's very, very different.
No, but there's,
So-
I mean, I would say the majority of the MCU shows have felt considerably different from each other.
Yeah, but they still feel very connected to the MCU. Like leaning heavily on the Loki and time stuff, and Wanda's stuff is very using magic. And
I would say at the time that Loki came out, when Loki came out that first season, the only thing that made that feel connected to the MCU was the presence of the character Loki. That was it. That was a wildly different thing than anything else we'd ever gotten before.
I would say that. But
right? Falcon and Winter Soldier felt kind of Winter Soldiery. It felt
even so, Loki does tie it strongly to the MCU. The only thing tying Wonder Man to the MCU is Trevor, who's like a throwaway character up until Shang-Chi. And even in Shang-Chi, he's like this, not even the main he's like sidebar comic relief.
I don't know, man. I think you will be surprised the role that Trevor plays in Secret Wars.
Based on Wonder Man? I don't know.
I mean, you say that. However, at the end of Iron Man 3, if I had asked you, do you think this guy will get a one-shot and another film appearance and sort of a mainstay in a television series, we would all have said no.
Right.
No one went into Shang-Chi expecting Trevor to show up.
But you haven't seen Wonder Man yet.
Sure have.
You have seen
Yes,
Wonder Man?
of course.
Okay. And you still think that? His character gets fleshed out so much more.
Dude, it's Secret Wars.
Yeah.
It's literally the epitome of the
screen-
multiverse.
There's so many people on the screen. There's no screen time for a character like Trevor.
Sure there is.
No.
I think Trevor's
No.
going to be... No. Trevor is... Friggin' RDJ is just a red herring. Trevor is Doom.
Okay.
Trevor is Doom.
You think so?
Either that or what's his name? Not Manifesto, because that's DC. Or Mephisto.
Mephisto? Mephisto's not DC.
No, that's Marvel, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mephisto. Trevor is Mephisto. I don't actually think he is, but I have you thinking he could be.
I quickly ran through the possibility.
Could be.
I very
I don't
quickly
think he is.
walked away from it.
I don't think he is.
I was like, no.
However, could be. I don't think he is, but could be.
Yeah. He doesn't make any deals with people. He makes a deal with the government agency to get out of going to jail. That's not a Mephisto deal.
What he makes a deal with he does a little bit of friggin' fake terrorist stuff on video, and he's got
To
like
save his buddy.
hookers and blow. No, in Iron Man 3. And he's got like hookers and blow and a yacht.
That's because he's hooked on hookers. We find out how he got in that situation.
Hooked on hookers.
Hooked on hookers.
He's the Charlie Sheen special.
It's hooked on phonics for adults.
Yeah. Anything else?
A little bit of Rookie. That's
Family
it.
movie night?
I mean, not since the last time we talked.
Okay.
No. What have you seen, sir?
So last time we had talked, my mom had come over
Right.
And she had watched Iron Man.
Okay. Yep.
She has now also seen The Incredible Hulk.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also watched a movie called Cold Storage.
Cold storage. Is that about dead bodies?
But by now, mine and Pete's review for it will be out. No, it was a. I mean, it's kind of like a zombie sort of type thing. Not really zombies, but it's got Liam Neeson and Joe Keery, the Steve Harrington from this guy from Stranger Things. Yeah. So he's in it, and so we were given a link a couple weeks early, so we watched that.
Cool.
Yeah. I think that's it. Although tomorrow night, at the time of recording, next week when we get together, I will be able to give you my thoughts on The Godfather.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Come to me on this, the day of my daughter's divorce, or whatever it is. I don't think that's it.
It's wedding.
Yeah. And then obviously still watching Stranger Things, Home Improvement. And I think that's it. I think. Oh, no. I watched, speaking of Charlie Sheen, I watched the Netflix 2-part documentary, the AKA Charlie Sheen.
He has a documentary?
Yeah. It's
about
like
his life?
Yeah, it's like 3 hours long.
Okay.
And it's a self-made, self-produced, but it sort of went hand in hand with the release of a book that he wrote.
Okay.
And it's very tell-all.
Wow.
Like there's not a lick of self-preservation in it.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. If you're a Charlie Sheen fan or have been at any point, if you were a 2.5 Men guy or you like Platoon
Hot
or
Shots,
whatever it is, I recommend. It's really interesting. Yeah.
Cool.
Thank you so much for watching or listening or whatever the hell you chose to do. It's why we do what we choose to do.
I mean, I'm just here to hang out with a buddy and watch a movie and drink a beer.
One of these
And then
days, that
talk
buddy
about
will
it.
show up. Make sure you check out our
It's a
Facebook,
lonely life.
Instagram, and X listed down below. I got to stop saying Twitter, I guess. Hasn't been Twitter for like a few years. Our X.
Long time.
Check out Carl's X down below. There's a link. Do with that what you will. Interpret that however you want.
I don't know where they are.
We have a Patreon page where you can support the show. Helps us do what we do. Keep the lights on.
Mm-hmm.
Keep the jackals.
There's 2 of them, and they weren't cheap apparently.
No, they weren't. No, keep the jackals at bay. And we have merch, which is another great way to support the show, but also wear some cool shiz.
Yeah. Swag yourself out.
That sounds weirdly sexual.
Swag yourself?
Yeah.
I'm going to go swag myself right now.
You see what I mean?
Yeah, that's, yeah.